Hi, Leo. All right, so these are your messages for the week, and if you're looking to get a private reading with me, I do link my email in the description box. Sorry about that. All right, so hopefully everybody is hanging in there through these retrogrades. It is rough. It is rough. And you know, I hate that I always say, oh, this one was the worst one, guys. This was the worst one, because now I'm like eating my words. This is the worst one. I should just stop. Also, by the way, for those of you that are getting personal readings, and I will try to mention this for the rest of the week, I have to fly up to New England, where I'm from, and go see my mother. She fell, she broke her hip, and you know, my father can't do it all. So I will be gone for a few days. I will still be able to work, so that's not going to be an issue. I'm just letting everybody know that there could be, like, you know, a slower process. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Come on. Okay, oh boy, look at you overthinking. For a few select, sorry, text message. For a few of you, this is obviously not going to resonate with everybody, but for a few of you, you're missing a little girl. So, for the rest of you, I think you're missing something from your childhood, or you're lacking something because of your childhood, okay? Yeah. Ooh, okay, Leo, this is different. This is different. I don't know who this is going to resonate with. This looks more like you are, I mean, it kind of makes sense with these retrogrades. It almost looks like, I won't use the word regressing, but maybe there's some wounds that need to be healed, and because of all these retrogrades, you're remembering stuff that's, you know, it's like reopening the wound kind of thing. It looks like you're sad. It looks like you're quite sad, or very anxious. Yeah, and I think you're losing sleep over it. Look at that. It's saying don't lose hope here, and divine timing, something's going to clear a path for you to some degree. Okay, so I don't know if that's like some sort of therapy, or learn a new coping mechanism, you know, something like that. But I do see something working out here. Now, if you had plans to have somebody come visit you, they will probably get canceled. Okay. Yeah. You need to be much more focused on self. Like, give yourself some grace. Allow yourself to go through all these emotions and memories and things of that nature, because it does look like, you know, if you put more focus on yourself, you're going to see a lot more abundance, and not abundance financially, but like emotional abundance. Okay. Yeah. You look weary. You look weary. I do feel like you're going to find a solution soon, Leo. And I don't know where you are in the timeline, and obviously this could go on for weeks to months. So just know that I do see an end in sight, along with like ending and transformation. Okay. And we have a wish fulfillment happening. And it looks like you want contact with somebody. You know, whether it's so that you can get clarity, whether it's so you can get the truth, an apology, but it does end up happening for you. Especially if somebody's wronged you or did something wrong, and you've been like, how can they not see the problem they've created? How can this person not understand, like, my side of the story? They will. Give it time. They will. They're going to come around. It doesn't mean you're even going to speak to them again, but they will come around. Could be an earth sign, does not have to be. Looks like some of you absolutely hate your boss, or a coworker that's above you in some sort of way. They're very triggering. Some of you are trying to decide whether you should reconcile with somebody as well. Again, this does not have to be romantic, right? I did get that t-shirt made, guys, but I just forgot to wear it. I think it's best to leave the things in the past right now, but obviously some of you are going to want to reopen that can of worms, so I would wait till after the retrograde, Mercury retrograde, okay? For a large portion of you, you may have some sort of relationship with somebody. Again, does not have to be romantic, but it's a pretty strong relationship, and it does look like it's coming to an end. Somebody's just, yeah, not willing to work on it. Again, I really feel like this is making a new path for you. I don't really feel, even though this sounds like such a negative reading, Leo, we're in the, like, in my opinion, we're in like the depths of hell right now. Like, anything that could possibly be going wrong, and it's not just me, I'm literally hearing this from everybody. I'm getting contacted every single day from else clients or friends or relatives, like everything that could possibly be going wrong is going wrong. So I do, again, retrograde isn't here just to like beat the crap out of us, right? It's here because we need to learn a lesson, or we need to deal with something we're not dealing with, or we need to slow down and reflect, you know? So this is all for a reason, but this is giving very heavy retrograde, for sure. For sure. And you do need some emotional comfort to some degree. Some of you, it could be an air sign giving you the comfort. And if it's not an air sign, they have air sign placements, okay? We have something to do with divine timing. Ooh, interesting. Well, that just took a turn. This emotional comfort that you're getting from somebody actually is going to turn sour really fast. For sure. In divine timing, you're actually going to realize this person's more of a burden to you than it's worth. But I was just going to say something and I lost my train of thought. Sorry. But it looks almost like, you know, when you like if you had a family member, friend, or something like that who's really, really, really supportive to you, but as long as it has a like positive effect on them, as long as it's about them, as long as they're put first, something like that, like that's giving, that's what this is giving. It's like, oh, you know, I'm there for you, but like, as long as it's good for me, you know, as long as I get the recognition, and as long as, you know, you treat me better than everybody else, and that's not really possible here. Does look like some of you are getting into some sort of partnership, though it looks more like work than relationship, but I do see some sort of partnership taking off, or even just talks about starting a side business or something like that. I see something that'll bring you not just financial gain, but also like give you that excitement, that passion back. You know, maybe some of you are, can't think of anything, mechanics, and you just don't even like cars. You know, you're just doing it for the paycheck, and so you're like, you know, I've always wanted to be a roller skater. And then you find a way to make money off of it. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Some of you are not that familiar with astrology. Some of you are way more knowledgeable than I am. But a really good way to look at what you should be doing, or where your focus should be, is to look for your South and North Node. Because, you know, the North Node is going to be like, this is the direction you should be taking. And the South Node is like, this is the direction you took last time and it didn't really work. Or it worked too well, you know. So something to think about. Okay, now we have some sort of judgment happening. Oh boy, okay. So I don't know if this is on your side or their side. You're popping up with a water sign. Does not have to be a water sign. As you know, it could just be a very emotional person, somebody with water placements. And it looks like one of you is judging the other one, okay? Somebody could have kept their options open, or somebody could have been deceiving the other person, or, you know, not really fully invested. And it does look like that's going to cause you some sort of issue. Make sure if you still feel energetically aligned with this person, cut those cords, do the black walnut bath, salt your house, scrub your body, whatever you need to do. But, you know, make sure you're breaking the bonds that no longer work for you. Yeah. And I'm seeing lightning for some reason. Does look like, however, you're manifesting the Ten of Cups. Could be discussing what your Ten of Cups is with family members and or friends. The only weird part about that, Leo, would be the fact that, like, let's say you were with a group of friends and you're like, oh, you know, my Ten of Cups is to own a farm, you know, whatever. And they're like, yeah, you might want to rethink that one, Leo. You know, like, just kind of judgy, or kind of making you second guess yourself, okay? Yeah, it could end up in actually an argument, which is interesting. Some of you will be getting in an argument at work as well, if you're not retired. We have somebody in your energy, it's not you, is losing hope for something. Like they might be like in some sort of depressed state or something of that nature, okay? So if you know somebody like that and you're close to them, you might want to reach out. Somebody could even be getting arrested, to be honest with you. Yeah, you'll have some anxiety over that one. Some of you are practicing some sort of spirituality. For those of you that are religious, maybe you're, you know, it's you're getting more into your religion, whatever the case. But I feel like heavily that many of you could even be channeling and or getting messages from the universe. It does look like that, okay? So, and you also have messages from somebody popping up that has left your life at some point, or will be, depending again where you are in this timeline, and then they want to come back in. Like they take the time to think about it, they take the time to like really reflect on the sort of relationship you have, and of course they're going to want to come back. I think the ball's in your court with that one. And obviously it's going to vary Leo to Leo. Very feminine energy there. They're an avoidant. Yeah, I think the majority of you are not going to want to work towards any sort of goal with them, but a few of you obviously could. You're going to miss something, so it's like sleeping in and missing something, so just be aware of that, because you are not going to be happy about it, especially if it's something like a job interview. What is this about? Clarify this for Leo, please. Okay. It's saying you need to really put yourself forward right now. Not forward. Really put yourself first right now, even over people that you really love and care about. It's just right now is the time for you. Whether you need to focus on your health, whether you need to focus on your mental health, whether you need to focus on work, it doesn't matter. It's like really has to be about you and self-care and doing what you need to do for you. Okay. All right. Okay, reading, guys. Okay. I mean, there's some positivity, I guess, to it, but like, you know, seems a little glum as well. Okay, so Aries through Pisces, how do they feel about Leo? Aries through Pisces, how do they feel about Leo? Aries and you could end up in a big fight and just separate, okay? Taurus is doing something behind your back, whether it's romantic or not, okay? Gemini wants some sort of situation with you. Cancer will be reaching out. And you're both being stubborn. There could be something here where you both are being stubborn. Somebody needs to give up drinking. Leo to Leo. One of you has hope and the other one doesn't. Virgo wants something with you, especially if it's a relationship. Libra. Somebody's Libra out there has somebody else pregnant, so I would be real careful, okay? Or is getting pregnant, so be careful. Be really careful. I wouldn't trust the Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio feels like you stabbed them in the back or vice versa. Sagittarius is walking away. Yeah. Capricorn will be sending you messages with a little bit of hope that you guys can get through this. Doesn't have to be romantic. And Aquarius. Aquarius thinks you wronged them in some sort of way. Pisces. I see a lot of drama with you in the Pisces. It could be worked out, but it's going to take a lot of time and attention. And do you really want that kind of relationship, you know? So, all right, guys, I'll upload this. I got plenty of ideas for bonuses, so I should be okay. But if you have some new ones I haven't thought of, drop them in the comments.